Hi, friends, and welcome back to From the Ground Up, Practical Wisdom from the Robertson Rottie Ranch. So far in this series, we've talked about foundations, food and everyday support, herbal support, and today we're talking about one of the greatest teachers that we have here on the ranch, animals. Animals live in constant relationship with rhythm, trust, and leadership. They don't overcomplicate it. They respond to consistency, presence, and calm confidence. Here on the ranch, the dogs and the flock remind us daily that leadership isn't about control. It's about steadiness. Animals don't follow chaos. They follow calm. They don't respond to force. They respond to safety. And one of the most powerful lessons I ever learned about leadership and trust came years ago, long before this ranch, when I raised 3 baby squirrels. They were only about 2 days old when they came into my care. And I raised them throughout the winter until they were strong enough to be released in the spring. Caring for them required patience, gentleness, and absolute consistency. Feeding schedules mattered, warmth mattered, presence mattered. There were no shortcuts at all. And over time, something beautiful happened. Each squirrel revealed a completely distinct personality, different preferences, different temperaments, different ways of responding to the same care. They taught me that trust isn't forced. It's earned. And that leadership doesn't need volume, it needs consistency. And that safety is built through repetition far more than control could ever be. Animals don't respond to what we say. They respond to what we do. They notice tone. They notice timing. They notice whether we show up the same way today as we did yesterday. And that lesson stayed with me. And I see it reinforced every day here on the ranch. With dogs who thrive on clear leadership and calm presence, with chickens who respond to routine and predictability, with animals who don't need perfection, just steadiness. Animals teach us rhythm, regular care, predictable routines, rest after effort, presence in the moment. They don't dwell on yesterday. They don't worry about tomorrow. They respond to what's happening now. And that grounded awareness is part of resilience. These lessons extend far beyond animals. Strong foundations in life are built the same way, through leadership that feels safe instead of controlling, through boundaries that are clear instead of reactive, through rhythms that support steadiness instead of burnout. This series isn't about romanticizing animals or ranch life. It's about recognizing the wisdom that's already here, if we're willing to slow down and pay attention. Animals teach us how to live with trust, rhythm, and patience. And when we build our lives with those same principles, everything resting on that foundation becomes stronger. In the next episode, we'll step back and look at seasons, why timing matters, why rest is part of the work, and how honoring cycles instead of fighting them creates lives that are sustainable, not just productive. I'll see you in the next episode, my friends. Bye.